Everybody ready to ride?
Yeah.
The mayor's not. I know she wishes she would. It's her favorite thing to do. It's her favorite. If you know your mayor, she likes to ride her bicycle. This is going to be an amazing day. Happy Father's Day to the fathers among us. Happy Father's Day. I'm Holly Mitchell, proudly representing LA County's 2nd Supervisorial District, which you're standing right in the middle of. And I'm thrilled to be here today to celebrate Father's Day. We've got a lot to celebrate. Father's Day. I see you fathers on my team. Juneteenth. And CicLAvia South Loss. Give all of that a round of applause, please. Let me begin. LA County has a practice that I'm most proud of where we do our land acknowledgement. We recognize that we occupy land originally and still inhabited and cared for by the Tongva, Tataviam, Serrano, Kitch, and the Chumash peoples. We honor and pay respect to their elders and descendants, past, present, and emerging, as they continue their stewardship of these lands and waters. And we acknowledge that settler colonization resulted in land seizure, disease, subjugation, slavery, relocation, broken promises, genocide, and multi-generational trauma. This acknowledgement demonstrates our responsibility and commitment to truth, healing, and reconciliation, and to elevating the stories, culture, and community of the original inhabitants of LA County. And we are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on these ancestral lands. In addition to our land acknowledgement, I think it's really important as we acknowledge that Juneteenth represents our shared responsibility to protect freedom, that we talk about the freedom to live and grow and thrive in LA County. And as many of you I'm sure know, last Sunday, just a very short distance from here, one of our shared constituents and bright young lights, a 16-year-old, was denied this opportunity. This tragic loss of life and promise is felt throughout our community, adding to the pain that many of us continue to experience with gun violence in our community. So if you would not mind and would please honor him and his memory and his family, by let's take a moment of silence for Quincy Reese Jr. Thank you very much. So I know all of my colleagues on this stage, and we hope all of you remain committed to protecting and ensuring the right of all of our residents to live in our communities, surrounded with the necessary resources and opportunities to thrive. Next, please join me in a important historical practice in the African American community, and that is the singing of our national Negro anthem that will be performed by Shalia Nicole. Give Shalia a round of applause.
Good morning, good morning. I grew up here in South LA, so it is an honor and a privilege to be here with you guys today and sing the Black National Anthem. So please join me in paying homage to our ancestors. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the roaring sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, God who has brought us thus far on the way, thou who has by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, oh God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee, shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This beautiful day in Los Angeles. I'm jealous, though, because I wish I could join you on the bike today. I have other duties to attend to, but I'll be there with you in spirit. Yeah, that's true. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are here. And let me just congratulate our supervisor. That's what I'm calling her from now on. Miss Holly Mitchell. Give her a round of applause. Because she's not only doing this along with the councilman, Harris Dawson, but she is also sponsoring a Juneteenth celebration. And so we get a twofer today. We get CicLAvia and we get Juneteenth. And Juneteenth is so important, especially at this moment in our history in this country, where we don't suffer from it in Los Angeles, but a nearby city and nearby states are actually making efforts to not tell the history of our country. And what makes our country great is the entire history. And that is why it is so important. I'm also happy to be here with the head of our MTA, Stephanie Wiggins. We had two things to celebrate this week: the regional connector, a major advancement in transportation in our city. And I personally love to see all of these bikes for Metro. I hope to see them all over the city as we make Los Angeles a city that is much easier for bike riders to ride and be safe. So I hope everybody has a great CicLAvia, and I hope that I can join you the next time around. Thank you very much.
Supervisor, I want the supervisor to come right here so everybody can see her rose gold Air Force One sneakers, killing the game for everybody. They match. You have a matching helmet. So when she's riding down the street, you'll get to see the rotations of the rose gold. Oh my goodness! There it is. There you go. Oh my goodness. Yes! We all want to be Supervisor Mitchell when we grow up. Another big round of applause for the sponsor of today's event. We want to welcome our mayor back home to her home district in the city of Los Angeles, Mayor Bass. We also got our mayor from down the street here, Mayor Butts is with us as well. I always tell Mayor Butts I live about 6 doors from the Inglewood border, so I get to keep an eye on what he's doing here. I want to thank everybody for coming here, being in the 8th District. And by the way, Supervisor Mitchell, I want to thank you because the councilman didn't know the city had a stage this nice. So I had to tell my staff, I was like, we have a stage like this that we can use for events? So you're going to see it everywhere, by the way. But listen, we thank you for being here. We ask every time CicLAvia is in the 8th District that as you're riding your bike, when you see our neighbors on the street, wave at them, smile at them, thank them for opening the doors of their community to this important bike ride. We're not used to having events like this, so it's very, very important. We'll end today at the Council District 8 District Office on Vermont and 84th. So there'll be food, there'll be more food there. There's food here, there'll be food there. And we'll be doing tours of our new district office, which will have its official grand opening this afternoon when you're done with the ride here. And as you're going down Vermont, remember our fearless leader of Metro, Miss Stephanie Wiggins. Remember that Vermont is one of the most traveled corridors anywhere in the county of Los Angeles, and maybe we ought to do something about that. It's a good opportunity for us. So again, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to my colleagues who are here, and everybody have a wonderful day out enjoying our families, enjoying our streets, and enjoying the great activity of bicycle riding.
Thank you. Thank you, Parker. Fabulous days.
I gotta tell you guys something. The longer I'm mayor, this is my 13th year as mayor, the more I see the symbiosis between Los Angeles and Inglewood. Now, Marquise and I don't live that far apart. I was with the mayor. Now, this is a little insecurity thing. See, whenever you're someplace and they say the mayor, they're talking about Mayor Bass. Because I look up, and they're talking about Mayor Karen Bass. When they talk about the supervisor, they don't have to say her name, they're talking about Supervisor Mitchell. And so, I don't know if you guys old enough to remember Avis and Hertz, but we're like Avis, and we try harder in Inglewood. We try harder. And so, you know, I grew up in this area. I was telling the mayor yesterday we were doing a thing for New Orleans, and today we're doing this. I grew up near Florence and Van Ness, so for 19 years I was a Los Angelino, and I love this city, and it's such a pleasure to be here. And with that, I have a few remarks. I'm a member of the board of directors, and as I said, a son of South Los Angeles. We want to thank all of you for joining us at CicLAvia in South LA. Today we celebrate Father's Day. Let's hear it for the fathers. And Juneteenth, spreading joy and commemorating freedom. In Metro's continuous effort to support pedestrian and bicycle mobility in South Los Angeles, we're delighted to support CicLAvia through our Open Streets program. It's an important part of Metro's active transportation program. Through Metro's transportation activities, the agency has a plan to simplify travel for Angelenos, expand travel options, develop a network of bike lanes, connect more people to Metro's transit services, and to enhance safety. Whether you choose to walk, ride a bike, or roll on wheels, Metro remains committed to initiatives that promote clean air, reduce greenhouse gases, improve first and last mile access to transit, and enhance the quality of life for all residents. In the spirit of Juneteenth, we will continue to ensure that Metro projects bring more access to opportunity and jobs, and investment for communities like South Los Angeles and Inglewood, communities that have historically I put that in there. That was an admin. Avis, you know, that have historically lacked investment. Perhaps next year, the city of Inglewood can host an Open Streets event. Romel, what do you say about that? We deserve CicLAvia at the City of Champions. And don't forget to explore the booths, savor the local cuisine, and above all, have a fantastic time. And I'm going to tell you that I've been on the Metro board, I think 9 or 10 years now. we've never had a greater CEO. Let's hear it for Stephanie Wiggins. So let's gear her up and get ready to ride. Thank you.
I am the father of Juneteenth. I'm the one that wrote the legislation that make this a holiday. And I want to thank Supervisor for doing something that we've all been trying to figure out. What do you do on Juneteenth? I'm glad we're partnering with CicLAvia, but most important, that we all come together as a community, as a Black community, and we express how we have to come together. But most important, as my t-shirt says, this is what Black fatherhood looks like. Happy Father's Day.
Because if you're technically the father of Juneteenth, Reggie, that means you're about 165 years old. So, Metro is the lead sponsor of CicLAvia. Give Metro a round of applause. Go Metro. Driving over, I saw the ambassadors getting on the K line in their green shirts. That makes me very happy. I'm proud to serve on the Metro board and work alongside its fearless, emphasizing fearless CEO, Stephanie Wiggins. Please give her a warm welcome.
Thank you, Supervisor Mitchell. Good morning, everybody. Metro is proud to be a sponsor. This is our 19th CicLAvia Open Streets related event. And by the way, Mayor Butts, thank you for being an excellent board member. Cycle 5 opens up next week, so Inglewood should apply so we can be in Inglewood next year. Ramel, Cycle 5. I also wanted to say to Councilman Harris Dawson, Vermont Bus Rapid Transit will be open before the Olympic Games in 2028. So check for that. And I just want to say, you know, we're so delighted to be here. Pick up our Juneteenth commemorative card because, you know, we're free all weekend long, thanks to our board. But, you know, today is also a health equity day. I walked to the train, Little Tokyo Station, took the train to the 207, took the 207 here, did a little bike ride, and I'll do a bike ride back. And yes, it could have been faster if I drove, but it wouldn't have been healthier. So remember, the resource fair that the supervisor has brought us is full of opportunities to improve our health. Metro's proud to be here to give the community information on either discounts, our bike share program, anything you need to improve the quality of life in South LA. And again, just thank you for being here, and go Metro.
Good morning and buenos dias. We are so excited to be here with all of you for yet another CicLAvia event, but this one in particular, so special. Happy Father's Day again to all the fathers, and happy Juneteenth. For us at LADOT, we love CicLAvia because ultimately it is an event that celebrates community and reclaiming our streets to create a sense of place. I can't think of a better way to commemorate that in particular, this partnership with Supervisor Mitchell, with our great mayor, with Councilmember Harris Dawson here in this wonderful community of South Los Angeles. I just want to thank all of the hardworking men and women of LADOT who make this event possible, along with our partners at Metro. And thank you, CEO Stephanie Wiggins, for all of the partnership that you bring to allow us to have this event throughout our city. This event starts well before the sun comes up as people are planning and closing down our streets. And then you've got our traffic control officers that are protecting our intersections. So if you see them, please wave hello. And again, celebrate community and a sense of place at CicLAvia that reminds us that streets should be about the people that serve them. So please enjoy, and thank you again so much.
Executive Director of CicLAvia, and Israel Rojas, Vice Chair, Board of Directors of CicLAvia. This is the 46th CicLAvia since the organization launched back in 2010. Come on, Ramel.
Thank you, Supervisor. In my role as Vice Chair, I just wanted to start with a quick, brief personal reflection on Juneteenth and connect that to the work that we do at CicLAvia. So I didn't grow up learning about Juneteenth. I actually only learned about it recently. And at first, I didn't realize there was a 2.5-year gap between when the proclamation was issued and when those families in Texas received their freedom, right? 2.5 years of extra exclusion from freedom. Now, I did grow up saying the Pledge of Allegiance and those last words, liberty and justice for all. But as an undocumented immigrant, I didn't really feel like those words applied to me. I felt excluded from those words, liberty and justice for all. And I imagine in South LA, there's still a lot of families that are still waiting for that liberty and justice for all. Now, thankfully, today I am a US citizen, so the prospect of deportation no longer haunts me, but that childhood trauma, that still lingers. CicLAvia is where I come to heal. CicLAvia is the space where I feel absolutely welcomed and absolutely included. And our number one goal as the board, as the organization, is to make sure that everybody else feels the same way, that they also feel absolutely welcomed and absolutely included. It's critical for us. And that's why we go into different neighborhoods and rotate around the city and the county to make sure everybody has access to this experience and to this feeling. And that's why when we come to a community like South LA, we lean into the cultural history, because we know our participants come from all around the city. Almost 80% of the zip codes in LA, more than half the zip codes in the county. And so we know we're bringing a lot of folks into new neighborhoods, and we want them to have fun, but we also want them to make a deep and personal, meaningful connection to the communities that they're participating in. Because we believe, again, participation is key. That's why we roll out the red carpet, or as we like to call it, the green carpet, as you see here. And we invite everybody to come in and enjoy this experience with us. We believe that participation is that first step towards empowerment. And we know that the route today is only 6.2 miles, but we know the journey does not end here, not until the rest of us have that liberty and justice for all. And so with that, I'll bring up my executive director, or as I like to call him, our chief inclusion officer.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Israel. Good morning, CicLAvia. Let's get it going. Good morning, South Los Angeles. Good morning, LA. I'm Ramel Pascual. I'm the executive director of CicLAvia. This is our 46th event. And actually, Supervisor Mitchell, this is probably the funnest opening kickoff press event that we've had in the history of CicLAvia. So thank you, Supervisor Holly Mitchell, which is the new official term for Supervisor District 2, Supervisor Holly Mitchell. But thank you so much for the partnership, Supervisor and the Mayor Bass. With the City of Los Angeles, with Metro, Stephanie, thank you, and Connie, with LADOT. You know, our partnership with LADOT, and in particular with when Connie has been in the leadership role, is we've grown tremendously. And this growth is a reflection of the partnership that we've had with the staff at LADOT, with Claire, who's the staff on the ground helping with us just grow, make CicLAvia not just an institution, but something that folks look forward to do. And we're doing these every 5 weeks now. And that is remarkable, thinking that we started with once a year, then twice a year, 2 years later. Now it's almost every 5 weeks, and it's because of the partnership that we've had with all of the folks here on the stage. So thank you so much for being here today. This is going to be an amazing, amazing day with 4 hubs. Please say thank you and show gratitude to the volunteers that are volunteering today, the staff, the CicLAvia staff that we have here with Alex, Tafari, Misha, Rachel, so many folks to make this day an incredible day. So thank you very much and enjoy the day. Thanks.
Woo!